right, welcome everybody. Metal Monday. We are already halfway through November, which is insane. And last week we saw some good movement in copper finally. Saw some things go up. You saw some other things. You saw some of the PGMs move up. Talking to the...
Inflation is good.
Inflation can be good for metal markets.
Inflation is good for the scrap business, at least for now.
And that Evergrande made their payment.
Yeah.
Which was a big driver.
How crazy is that we're over here in Idaho wondering, like, we're trying to figure out what copper and aluminum we're going to do. And we're like, did Evergrande in China make their property payment so that we can, at least this thing doesn't collapse on us?
And it sounds to me a lot of people don't even understand what making the payment exactly meant. Does it mean they actually started building some more units?
No, it just means that they just like any publicly traded company like that, they go out to investors and they get money, and they do that. They finance those through bonds.
Okay.
They finance it through basically future payments, right, on the interest. So the big issue with those guys is that they weren't generating enough equity, or the price of property was coming down, or they weren't able to come up with the money through the next set of investors to pay the interest payment that was coming due to either retire that bond, retire that deal, or find enough, another investor to basically take that over and pay the interest on top of it.
Got it. So that makes more sense.
It's big. Yeah, that's the issue. And who would have thought that affects global markets the way it is? But it's kind of the people, I think, get worried right now, and the markets are kind of top heavy about that big black swan event that's gonna kind of crater everything that nobody sees coming, right?
Yep. And we also saw, we saw platinum, palladium, go on a little run. We saw palladium continue to be, we're north of 22 right now.
Yeah.
Which is great. Good sign. I know you posted on LinkedIn that the chips are finally starting to come in, which that's a big driver. Like, that's going to help your rhodium number really go too.
Yep.
So it's just exciting to see things finally. I feel like they're trying to get on track. I feel like there's some momentum on there where things are really going to take off. And like we've been saying for a few months, I really am confident we're going to have a really good, strong end of the year and strong first quarter of 2022.
I believe so. I think it's setting up that way. I think if the export ferrous markets hold out, I think you're going to see stronger pricing in December than even on the ferrous side than you did this month, depending on what region you're in. I also think that on the non-ferrous side, the base metals, you're starting to see aluminum kind of find its sweet spot. It ran up real hard there for a while. But now it's sitting around that 120-ish and some change. I think copper it's kind of bouncing around that between 440, 445 last week. So I think it's starting to kind of find its leveling out to, looking to, maybe see some upside going into the end of the year. That's my opinion, for whatever it's worth. But as long as inflation is going to be out on the table, whether it's 2% or 20%, I feel like you're in a good position to own some base metals and precious metals for that matter.
Yeah. We're in both of those games, so it's exciting to see things move in the right direction so we can continue to take care of all of our customers and, and take care of our guys here, to reward them when we have good movements. So
absolutely. It'll be interesting to see how next few weeks shake out in November. I know it's on our end. We got some big jobs lined out that we're kind of start working on. So we're kind of betting on the fact that the market's going to stay strong. And we'll figure out either we're right or we're wrong. But it's not because of lack of trying.
We'll know in 2 to 3 weeks if we were right or wrong for at least December.
Yep. So. No, I feel good about it. I feel good about where the market's at. So we'll just kind of keep banging away.
All right. We'll keep everybody posted. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Thanks. Have a great week.